Hi everyone, in this video I want to show you 3 different ways to play your hi-hat eighth notes that will completely alter the feel of your groove. If you've been playing the drums for a while, the chances are you're already using what I'm about to show you, but if you're fairly new to the drums, you might not have tried this yet. Basically, we're either going to accent our hi-hats on the beat, meaning the quarter note pulse, off the beat, so all of the ands in the bar, or not add accents at all, instead keeping the hi-hat consistent throughout. This is how most players play their hi-hat when they start out anyway. To add accents to our hi-hat pattern, we're going to use a down and up arm motion. Our accents are going to be played with the shoulder of the stick using a downward motion, while our unaccented notes are going to be played with the tip of the stick using an upward motion. One useful tip I can give you to get your arm motion feeling more natural is to not sink down below the level of the hi-hat on your downstroke. Instead, your stick should end quite flat and parallel to the hi-hat. The lower your downstroke ends, the further you're going to have to travel on your upstroke. In the following example, I'm going to be accenting the hi-hats on the beat, so you can hear what that feels like. For me, it makes the groove sound more forceful and punchy as I lay into that quarter note pulse, but perhaps lacks a little flow and forward momentum. As you can see, this down-up motion is very ergonomic. It's especially useful when you need to play at faster tempos. Next up, we're going to flip our arm motion around to create an up-down pattern that's going to accent all of our offbeat eighth notes. For beginners, this method's a lot harder than the previous one. This is because your hi-hat upstrokes are now going to start colliding with a lot of main downbeats on your bass and snare, such as your 2 and 4 backbeat. Here's a demo of this feel. It sounds more uplifting and has a certain bounce to it. One other difficulty that you might face with this method is that your hi-hat downstrokes are likely going to collide with your left hand as it raises for its backbeat. You'll need to work on creating some space. I like to move my right hand away from myself as I raise my left to hit the snare. Some players prefer to move inwards. See what works best for you. though it is possible to get a similar feel by only hitting the offbeat 8s. I feel like this approach sounds a little thin and loses some flow. The up-down motion to accent offbeat 8s also works great for disco feels. And also certain reggae grooves. Once you've spent some time with these down-up motions to play 8th notes, they become very easy to use and start feeling very ergonomic. The danger with this though is that you might start to neglect the good old plain consistent hi-hat 8s that you first learned. Sometimes that's all the song might need. Some songs sound better with consistent unaccented hi-hat 8s. They give the groove a little more drive and forward motion. Next, I'll play through each hi-hat option. Keeping the bass and snare the same, I'll change my hi-hat feel every couple of bars so you can appreciate the differences. These accent options also sound great on the ride cymbal. You could remain on the bow or move your accents up to the bell of the ride. If you want to work these ideas into your playing, I recommend starting slowly with a really simple 8-beat feel. Once you get more comfortable using down and up motions to add accents, begin trying more complex bass and snare patterns underneath. Work methodically, adding notes under every available eighth, before later going through the same process with 16th notes on your bass and snare. Best of luck. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and if you've got any questions, feel free to get in touch with me.